This is the first month I actually crossed 3 lakhs from social media, which is only through brand deals and UGC. And as wild as it sounds, this is not my full time thing. Like, I am a full time creator, but apart from that, I work as a social media manager and as a remote sales closer as well. And in this video, I'm going to go, in depth into how actually you can do the same as well. So, this is not just about me, this is going to be about you as well. That if you're starting from scratch, how you can do the same as well, and what all are, the methods of earning on social media. And you can probably earn like me, more than me, and there's infinity about it. Hey guys, it's Monsoon Day. I'm 21, and as I mentioned, I'm a full-time creator, social media manager, and remote sales closer as well. And in short, yes, I am a self-employed and I am a full-time freelancer. So, if you guys are thinking about like the amount I mentioned, it is definitely one highlight of the year. This is not something that happens every time. Sometimes it's way lesser, sometimes it's much higher. But again, once you reach a stage where you understand what's the ballpark is going to look like, it's going to be something like that. And if I know that if it has happened to me once, I'm sure it's going to happen twice as well. Once, or that one time when it will come, that this is nothing. So yeah. And again, not talking about numbers, this might be very small number for few people, like your weekly expense, or for some people this is like a buckload of money. But again, just to actually mention and make you understand, guys, that it is so much doable from social media. Social media is a gold mine. So yeah, not everybody has to build an empire or try to do something, do a venture just for the vibes or something. It's a full-time job. It takes a lot more effort than you actually think about it. And yeah, just want to mention that if you are somebody who really wants love making videos, content, all of these, then don't sleep on it. Trust me, don't sleep on it. This opportunity is insane. Social media will change your life. So yeah, without further ado, let me actually go ahead and tell you a little background story of how I did what I did. So I actually started posting content on social media during COVID time, and that time it was nothing specific. So after that, when I moved to college on in Bangalore for college, everything, so I was in Christ, and I recently graduated this year, by the way. So in my first year, which was 2022, and yeah, I saw like a lot of opportunity. It was like it was a new city, it's a metro city, it's like a good college, everything was doing great. And I was like, okay, if this is something insanely and good at about it, so why can't I I just make some content about it? And that's the most easiest thing to do about it, right? You don't know what to do, just make something related to college or something like. And yeah, my campus, I'm from the Christ Yashwantpur campus, which is the newest campus in of Christ in Bangalore. So yeah, like people didn't know about this, and it was like I was from the first batch. So I was like, okay, if nobody's doing, let me just do it. And I remember making the first video, which was the inauguration video or the orientation day. So that day I made the video and it got pretty good views. I didn't even expect something to happen like that. And that time there were a lot of Christ pages who promotes these videos. So I collaborated with them just to have a little more exposure. People started following in. So that time my followers were something like very basic, like around 2-3K. After that video it went like more than 3000. I was really happy about it. Like, dude, 3K at that point, and even right now for a lot of people, that's an insane amount of thing. Like 3000 people were not even there in my college back then. So yeah, that was an insane thing, and I was really happy about it. So it slowly what I realized is, okay, this is good, but what about it next? I always wanted to do YouTube, by the way, but this was something that took a lot more courage, a lot more commitment, all of these. So that time there was my flatmate, actually, like I still cannot be so happy. So she was from Delhi, and what she was doing, she was really good at these things. So she was the first person who actually introduced me, these stuffs actually exist. Like I have seen all over YouTube, all over people saying about sponsors, brand deals, but I never thought this is actually real. Like it just sounds so flashy, fake. Until as you have actually been there, you don't know how things work. And I was comparatively from a small town. I'm from Siliguri, West Bengal. So this thing wasn't even that famous back then. So yeah, what she told me that at least I can start barter and then probably move to something like this. And she was also similar pace like me, around 3K followers, and she has done also very few paid collabs, but she has done something. So that was great. So she was the first person who actually introduced me, and I got introduced to free platforms like Free Scout that time. So it's basically you just register yourself in that app, and they just send you forms. You fill the form based on which product, which brand is it, and then you get your first collab. All then I think I got another approach by this company called Dream. Now it was a very flashy one. It was basically no collabs. Like they won't even send me the products or something. It was basically based on the clicks I'm getting on the video, like based on people who are actually buying the product from the link. That is through, I'm gonna get paid. Well, none of them actually bought, I think, or some of them bought, like it was just below the threshold, so I couldn't convert anything. But again, I remember my best friend actually supported me by buying the product, all of those. So yeah, I started with barter. It went like this, like, then I've done some collabs with brands like Nua. Yeah, these all brands, it was small brands, but then still I was getting few barter. So like, when it was 2023 around, like starting, that was the time I used to still get like a lot more free products. I used to get face wash, shampoo, perfumes, like sometimes clothes, and that was going great. Like, for somebody who just started, this is something interesting and insane. And later, my first barter, which actually, like, I felt like, okay, this is something great, was Crocs. This was some Crocs campaign. You just have to comment or something was going on. So I made that. So, and yeah, I got two pairs of Crocs because I by mistakenly filled, like, twice the form. And that was insane. Crocs are expensive. And that was a great one. So that was my barter story, what happened. So later down the line, 2023 was the time when I actually got one first paid collab, which was a good one. It was something like, related from with people from my college itself. So that was actually like, around 2000, 2500. I don't remember exactly. So that was like, the first time I got from a brand. And I have got like before also, like Dosa Pachas, Patso, something like this. But like, it wasn't that great of a brand. And this was a legitimate good brand. They wanted to do a collab with me. They actually featured me. So that was a like big feeling. And after that, I actually got something that like, really broke me that, okay, I can do this, was from Myntra. So I collaborated with Myntra, and Myntra was running this campaign, which was basically they will give you 7,000 vouchers, worth vouchers, like per month, and you have to create like, seven deliverables. It would be three reels, three carousels, and one story, something like that. I kind of forgot. So yeah, and 7,000 was a big amount, even though this was like barter kind of thing. But 7,000 every month buying from Myntra, like I can do whatever, buy whatever, just make the content good. This was insane. So I love this. That campaign was honestly great. It was a laggy, but like gave me the confidence that I can probably do this long term. So back in 2023 there was something, in 2024 also got few here and there. It wasn't that great, but something going on. My birthday was one the time when, like, few of my reels actually got viral, and from there I got so many collabs from House Party, and that was the time I realized that visibility is so important, that I need to push myself as a person first, and like visibility, and not like, any random content. And 2024 was also a time when I collaborated with this very big agency, like creator agency in Bangalore, which is Lit School. So I made a real video with them. This was again a barter thing, just for like exposure for both of the people. But yeah, that was a time, like, this their team is so insane, so great. They, like, made me confident that I can do this P2C. I can do this, like, how to like story tell, how to ideate, all of these. So it was the very learning curve for me as well. So back in 2024 was the time, like mid of 2024, when I did the video for Lit School. My video went viral, and all of this, I decided like, okay, I can actually transfer to that. And I was doing a lot other jobs as well, so my ideation was great. All everything was good. My, like, delivery was I actually missing. So 2024, this was it. 2025, I actually left my college placements all over. I didn't even take any placement, didn't even apply for it. And that was the time I was very confident with it that I can do it. And since then I was earning around 10K or 12K per reel, which was like, decent. But again, the deals were like, very fluctuating. Sometimes it was there, sometimes not. So it was going on, it was good, but like nothing was fixed actually. But again, I took a big leap, and I was working as a SMM and other stuffs also. So I was like, fine. I was earning like 50, 60K a month around my graduation, which was May 2025. So I was like, fine, let it be, we'll see how things go. And if not content creation, I can do other stuffs as well. But yeah, I really wanted to give this like a full-time shot. And as I just mentioned, dot today was November 2025. I'm earning like around 2 to 3 lakhs easily per month, just from brand deals and UGC. And this is quite insane if I think about it. Some brands I work is UGC basically, like, as a bulk deal. I give them many videos per month, and some are like, promotions on my page. So yeah, I just don't want to talk the exact number or how much I charge, but again, I do make a lot more videos, and at this point, it's a very consistent effort that goes. And this is quite my full time thing right now. Like, I literally do make videos for a living. Now, this is again, like, just to make you guys a little bit understand, like, and have a little bit more credibility, that you understand that this is not a luck. It didn't fall into my lap. I worked 3 years back in college, tried to, like, work on each and every small bit, little everywhere. And yeah, that it took, like, I think right now it's more than 3 years at this point. So yeah, it didn't happen just all at once. It took time, persistence. If I knew what I know right now, I would have been able to much more better learning curve or something. But again, no regrets on all of these. And yeah, just to also mention, the creator economy is insane. The friends I'm meeting here, the people I meet, the way we talk, the entire ecosystem, talking to brands, POCs, this is a beautiful thing. But now coming to the actual part right now, that how you can do what I did. So just to put the substance together, I'll actually like to say there's basically five core pointers you need to remember. So the first one is actually pick your content style. So to pick your content style, it could be anything, but preferably show your face. Now why am I telling this? Because for the reason that human beings connect to human, we connect to the personality. Many a times, even if before buying the brand, I will actually look up to who's the founder. If I like the founder, if I like the story, all of that, I actually like to purchase it. Like, why won't I do it? Because I feel the genuine connection is there. All of this. So whatever your video theme is, okay, there's multiple styles of video you can do. You can do a voiceover, you can do a P2C. P2C basically means like this: a piece to camera or a person talking to camera, whichever you like to talk, say it as. So yeah, you want to do P2C, you want to do voiceover, whatever, do whatever, okay, but show your face. Faceless content is great, but if you want to build sustainability and the long term, that is not something it's going to have a trust. Like, would you really like to talk to somebody? Like, imagine you're on Zoom call, you like to talk to somebody, they have their video off, and there's an audio coming, someone, it is there, it can be AI, somebody who's 40-year-old, 15-year-old, I have no clue about it. So like, who are you? So for this reason, first of all, pick your content style, whichever is more comfortable, because you need to remember, in the long run, you have to go according to that. So don't pick cinematic video which you cannot even commit to. Do something which feels natural and effortless to you. And secondly, 110%, please try to show your face. Facelet contents are there. If you just cannot at any point, that's a whole different story, but try to. Your second thing is actually pick platforms wisely. Like, Instagram and YouTube is the game in India if you're based in India. Abroad, TikTok is also there, which pays creators great. Here we are talking about India, we don't have that leverage. So yeah, for Instagram, the most brand deals or something comes actually on Instagram. And honestly, it's much less commitment. It's just short form video. You don't have to make a 5 minute long this talking head or something. Short form content, you can do it. So yeah, Instagram much easy to commit. And much more brand deals, you can actually get traction from there. But again, YouTube, if you want to, it's a much more longer game, so you have to be way more patient about it. And just the difference in the style of video recording, all YouTube is much more slow. You don't have to do that fast pace unless you want to do something like Mr. Beast. Instagram can be a little bit more fast paced, less retention rate. So difference in platforms, but really pick whichever suits the best for you. Third, don't think about saturation. Influencer marketing is actually growing, and brand or need new creators or new faces every day. So I'm not talking about just influencers to promote the brand. There's a lot more on the UGC side also. So just to mention, for people who don't know, UGC means user generated content. So you are just a creator, you are just a presenter who is making good videos for the brand. You don't have to post it anywhere, you don't have to promote it, you just make the video, give it to the brand. And for this also, brands really need new faces to be the brand ambassador, or make good content, good quality, something. So just remember, social media is a huge platform. This is not like a marathon that, oh, there'll be only one person, two-person, nothing like that. Every single person can sustain on their level. So that is there is no saturation. If somebody says it's saturated, oh, what about it? So what? There's thousands of brands coming every single day on the market. They need maybe thousands or tenth of the thousands of people to actually promote, be the faces of the brand. So don't think about saturation. It is always going to be a booming market. And since we are getting more digitized, the media industry is growing. You don't know how much potential it holds. Fourth one is something a lot of people make mistake on, even I made a mistake on, is build a community first, then brands later. Like, I know we all start with probably the goal of having a lot of followers, so much brand deals, so much free products you're getting, so much money you're making out of it. Well, that is great, but at the end of the day, your audience follows for you. Imagine having just 1,000 followers, you charge around 1,000 rupees per reel, so you will make 10,000 in in 10 videos. But imagine having 10k followers, 15k followers, you're charging 10k for one reel. So in one reel, you're going to cover all of it. And trust me, at the end of the day, in the long run, you really want to have yourself as the personality or the person. Like, these money, these are all tangible assets. These, like, it will go anytime, but you want to have something for your intangible assets, like as you as a person. So I would suggest, at least at the first like 10 to 20 videos, like really experiment your style, make content, see what really goes with your audience. And after a point when you see that, okay, this is traction, and if you are getting good brand deals, go ahead, take it. Nobody's saying no, but always maintain a ratio about it. When I was back in college, I got a little greedy that time when I was like, getting flooded, and I was like, oh my god, this is insane. Like every video was like brand deals. Sometimes I used to post like 2 to 3 brand deals a day, all their barter, by the way. I didn't earn that much. But then, yeah, my reach, like, really impacted. And this is like one formula I'll tell you, that in social media, your brand deals and your reach is like inversely proportional. The more brand deals you do, the lesser reach it happens. So this is how things just work. You cannot help it. For creators, this is how things are. So yeah, that's why I'll say, you build a community first, think about brands later. At least till the time you have 1,000, 1,500 followers, just don't think about brand deals. Just try to build a community, try getting more habituated of making videos. This will really, really serve you in the your fifth point, and which is the most important thing, is actually start with, like, minimal equipments. Like at this point, I'm literally like recording from my iPhone. I just have a mic, and yeah, this is natural light. That's all. That is all it's taking me. And I actually took my, like, stuck my phone with the sticky thing back of my phone. So this is like no tripod even needed. Just my phone, like mic, good sunlight, end of the story. That's all. Like, trust me on this. In the long run, you don't even need that much equipment. Like at this point, the amount of equipments I had, I don't even use most of it. And I do have a camera, I do have a better mic, I do have a better setup, better lights, all of it. Doesn't necessarily need it, because this is the best one. And to be honest, understand, this is a long game. This is not like, one time thing. So you do it once and you're done with it. It's not gonna happen. You need to recurringly, like, do it again and again and again. So if you keep making your own process so tough for you, like you keep on increasing the friction for yourself so much, how are you gonna ever do it? So that's the reason. And just on the addition, since we're talking about brand deals and all, I just want to give you like an insider tip on which brands on, like, works the best. So for example, you're starting barter. So for barter, should start with, like, knowing which industry actually appreciates barter deals. The two topmost ones is F&B and clothing. Trust me on this. F&B, food and beverages. There's so many cafes. They're so open, like luxury cafes also, like big restaurants. All of them, they're really open. So you just go to their place. They'll provide you with like a whole lot of food. Take your best friend, take your boyfriend, take anybody with you, and just, like, have a good time. Get, like, have good food, good time, record, take as many pictures, and then, like, later make a video about them. So F&B is one of the top industries that actually goes for barter. Second is your clothing, or like, your fashion industry as well. Some of the brands which I did was Mintra, Freakins, it was New Me. All of these brands, they do appreciate a lot barter. So if you're just starting, so you can get like pretty clothes and make some content regarding it. So that was one. And second is how to approach them. The how to approach them is very easy. See, there's like one line that I, like, believe it's like my motto of all of it. Like, pick up a skill, be really, really good at it, and then get people to pay you. How do you get people to pay you? You are either become like so visible on the internet that people actually approach you, which is inbound leads, or you do a little bit of the outreach, at least at the beginning. So for example, here we are talking about content creation. So you have to be out there. So you will be getting inbound, but it's after a certain level. If you just, like, just starting out or something, you cannot expect brands to, like, flood onto your DM. So what you're going to do is actually outreach them. You're going to make a very short message, a short template. For example, when I was from Christ, so I used to like write, I am this XYZ person, my name is this, I'm from second year Christ University, and I love to, like, go around places and, like, go cafes with my friends and weekends. I would love to, like, collaborate with you, so that other people, other students actually get to know that this place exists and they would love to visit as well. Like, you should mention not about yourself, like what value they are getting by actually, like, collaborating with yourself. So something like this, always remember, DMing is great option. You can DM as many brands. You can actually make one template and just, like, cater a little bit, like upper niche, just change the words and then just push everyone, just copy paste, that's all. So you can do that. If you wanted like a number on the DMs, like at the beginning, 20, 30 DMs per day is still good. You can do less also, depends, and see how, like, how much replies you're getting. If you're not getting good replies, either you have to wait a little bit more, or your DM is actually bad, so improve on that. Also, since you start doing barter at the beginning, just know that, like, when to get also since you started Also, when you start doing barter at the beginning, just to know, like, when you stop doing like barter collaborations. See, barter is fine until unless you really love the product, or you're getting a big, exposure from a brand. For example, I did Mintra when I was back, a very less following, so it was a big exposure for me. Mintra is a great brand, so something like that. Do not get exploited in the long run. Barter is fine to an extent. I personally believe every creator should be paid, equally about like the efforts they put, because making a video is not easy. As simple as it sounds, it takes a hell lot of effort. So yeah, that is there. So just know when to stop. And for paid collaborations, you can start like something around 1000 2000 followers. There's no number on it. I'm just giving you a little ballpark to understand. And how much you can charge is basically the followers which you have, or half of it. There's a lot of metrics goes. You can charge way more than that also, but again, this is just a ballpark to you for you to understand. Okay, just to wrap this, guys, just want to mention one more thing again. Do not focus on brands, do not focus on income. Try building a community. This is a very long-term intangible asset. No amount of money can buy the community that you have. You can buy fake followers, all of these doesn't matter. It is fake brands, and everyone is smart enough to actually understand it. Your reach and all will show. And also, this just isn't sustainable in the long run. You'll keep on burning cash just to prove yourself that, oh, I have followers. You don't, and these followers are not, after a point you will not even feel that connected. So always try to build the community first, and trust me, it's not that hard. Just start posting. Okay, it will take time. Until as you have posted at least 20-30 videos on Instagram, or if you're doing YouTube, around 50 or 100 videos, don't come and complain to me. Like, just don't complain. That is a very small number. People are posting like thousands of videos. Like, somebody's have doing, like, people on Instagram started doing this 365-day challenge. Like, do you know how hard it is to commit to like every single day post a video? Like, I have insane respect for these people. So people are actually doing that also. It takes effort. It doesn't falls into your lap. So really try pushing as much as you can. Trust me, on the other side, and you have nothing to lose, honestly. Like, what are you even going to lose? You have zero followers. Literally at zero. You're at base level, bottom level. There's no way to go below than this. So all it's going to go is up. If it doesn't work out for you, okay, fine, but at least you give it a shot. But till date, I haven't found any person who gave social media like a proper shot at it, and they will say like, oh my god, this was a waste of time. That's not going to happen, because this is a very positive thing. It is only going to go uphill from here. Anyways, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do save, do share, just do your bit about it. Because if you just keep pushing, just like little bit motivates me as well to make more videos. And on the next videos, I'm actually gonna go in depth into the creator economy, like how much actually you can charge, how to one page or those DMs that actually gets you leads, how to actually present yourself, all of those. So we're gonna go in details in the rest of the videos. But again, hope you guys really learned something, and yeah, see you on the next video.